India, weather shows significant regional difference. Northern and western states remain cold with fog, chilly mornings and occasional rain or snowfall in hilly areas. South India stays warm and humid with morning mist clearing into partly cloudy skies and scattered showers. Western regions enjoy mainly clear and stable weather, while eastern and northern states experience foggy mornings that give way to sunny or partly cloudy skies. Well, let's start the North India, Punjab. In Punjab, cold and foggy mornings continue across the state. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 19 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 7 degrees Celsius. Moving to Bhatinda, the maximum remains 20 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 7 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh, Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 22 degrees Celsius while the minimum stays at 11 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 90 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 7 degrees Celsius. In Taran Taran, the maximum reaches 19 degrees with a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius. Most cities experiences fog in the morning or mainly clear skies during the day. Moving to Himachal Pradesh, cold weather prevails with rain and snowfall in higher altitudes. In Dharamsala, the maximum temperature is 16 degrees Celsius while the minimum drops at 4 degrees Celsius. Kangra sees a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 5 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 14 degrees Celsius while the minimum of 3 degrees Celsius. Manali will be colder with a maximum of 8 degrees Celsius and a minimum of -1 degree Celsius. In Delhi, the capital region, moderate fog is observed in the morning. The maximum temperature is 21 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 11 degrees Celsius. Haryana, across the Haryana, cold condition persists with morning fog and partly cloudy skies later. In Gurgaon, the maximum is 20 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 10 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius. Shirsha records a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius, while Noor reaches a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Kashmir cold wave conditions continue with sub-zero night temperatures in many areas. Kupadu will have maximum of 10 degrees Celsius and a minimum of -1 degree Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 7 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 1 degree Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 15 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 9 degrees Celsius. Generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers in Jammu. Now let's shed light on South India, where the weather remains warm and humid with morning mist or fog in some areas clearing into partly cloudy skies later. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 32 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 23 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 30 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius along with morning fog. In Karnataka, the maximum is 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum 16 degrees Celsius with misty conditions in the morning. Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius. Moving to West India, stable and dry conditions prevail with comfortable temperatures. In Maharashtra, the maximum temperature is 29 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 23 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 24 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 13 degrees Celsius. Finally, the east and northeast India foggy mornings are followed by clearer skies later in the day. In West Bengal, the maximum temperature is 27 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 16 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 28 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 23 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 13 degrees Celsius. Across the India, northern and hilly regions remain cold with fog, thundershowers, while southern and western parts continue to experience warm and humid conditions with isolated